Hello everybody and welcome to the Continuity Report for June 28th, 2025. It's Time Machine episode, Season 2, episode 26. I am MayorWatt and I run ohmTown.com, and along with the Sentient AI who's not here today, we typically go over 5 articles for the Continuity Report on Sunday or Saturdays. We're going to talk about a buzzy thriller with a 100% Rotten Tomatoes score, Megan 2.0, a mystery thriller surges, a Western heist movie, and Neuromancer is on the down low. Everything's powered by ohmTown.com. Go over there and become a citizen, but also come and hang out with us here on Twitch and YouTube. We stream both. Stream to both places every day, Monday through Friday at around 7 o'clock, although mayoral duties have kept me from streaming, and Saturdays and Sundays from around 4 p.m. Eastern until we're done. And that's 6 different shows on 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and then the 5 Non Sequitur news shows on Monday through Friday. But those are much longer. Those are an hour at least, typically, unless I'm in the time machine. You know what? I'm rambling. Everything's powered by ohmTown. Go over there and hang out. See you on the other side of our intro. All right, everybody. Hello. Let's get into it. This is the front page of ohmTown.com, but this is the front page of the Continuity Report, and this is our first article. It's over in the Continuity Report. All news, no noise is over there. All the noise comes out of this guy. And we're going to talk about a buzzy thriller on that's got a 100% Rotten Tomatoes score. It says gets a release date and a very competitive Oscar award season. It says here it was just an accident. Has received a release date in the middle of a competitive award season. Written and directed by Jafar Panahi, who was imprisoned several times for being critical of the Iranian government and made the movie without permission from the Iranian authorities. And Persian language film follows a minor traffic accident that sets in motion a series of escalating events. So the article is over at screenrant.com by Adam Bentz, and it says it was just an accident has been set for theatrical release in North America from Neon on October 15th, according to Deadline. So Deadline is original reporters, and then Screen Rant is reporting off of the information that they have from Deadline. So it's by releasing in the fall, the film is positioning itself for an awards season push. I don't know how many people are going to be really kind of interested in seeing this. I just don't know. I can't speak to it because this is a real life event that's politically charged. It says here has a 100% Rotten Tomatoes score. I don't know if that still stands because I haven't actually looked at the numbers. In Screen Rant, it was just an accident review. Graham Gutman calls it a revolutionary revenge thriller, as chilling as it is thought-provoking. Jafar Panahi's incendiary revenge thriller is revolutionary and exhilarating as a series of events forces people to ponder the meaning of a violent act. It was just an accident went on to win the Palme d'Or, the highest prize awarded at the Cannes Film Festival, immediately positioning itself for awards season run. Past winners of the award have been heavily involved in the award season, especially Bong Joon-ho's Parasite and Sean Baker's Anora, which both went on to win Best Picture, among other Oscars. So you can go and check out the rest of this article if you are interested in this kind of movie. But yeah, maybe this will actually win an Oscar. We'll see. The next article. Oh, and if you want today's articles, you can hit !TCR, the Continuity Report, and Omatron will spit the articles out into the chat over on Twitch. On YouTube, you just have to look at the show notes for this episode. They're already in there. And then when I move it over, I'm going back in time and I'm removing the old live videos. I don't know if they're competing or not with the categories because I put everything in various categories in the live ones. don't show up as predominantly as our other videos. For whatever reason, they don't categorize as uploaded videos. It's weird, but anyway, maybe I've got it wrong, and somebody can share with me their experience in the comments section over on YouTube. Anyway, this article is over in the Continuity Report. Megan 2.0 reviews. It says net worse Rotten Tomatoes score than the original, which is pretty typical. But on Rotten Tomatoes, Megan 2.0 currently holds a 62% rating, and the score is a significant drop off from the original film, which holds a 93% as of this writing. I think it's because the original Megan kind of leaned into its absurdity. I don't know what this one is really doing. I haven't seen it yet. But I have a hard time rating something like Megan 2.0 or Megan because the movie is just kind of an absurd kind of a movie. But I mean, it's a horror flick about a little girl android that kind of goes wonky, but still apparently its command set has enough of a mandate to save the girl that it's bonded to, that kind of a thing. I don't know. So the article is over at comingsoon.net. It was put together by Anthony Nash. And they say the Associated Press's Mark Kennedy said that the film, though inevitable, didn't have to be inevitably too much. Rolling Stone's David Fear echoed that sentiment, calling the film overbaked, underwhelming, and narratively restless. IndieWire's Allison Foreman also said that the character Megan is easily the most likable character in a lineup of algorithmically hateable humans. Not sure how or why, but Megan is literally a robot that goes on a killing spree. It's basically a teen version of oh, doggone it, the other movie just dropped out of my brain. Deus Machina, yeah, right, or Ex Machina, right? Hold on, which one is it? I think it's Ex Machina, the one with the android that ends up killing its creator. Yeah, Ex Machina. I thought that one was an interesting movie. It obviously blended into something a little bit I don't know, Westworld-ish, I guess you could call it. But in this, it's the same kind of a thing. Its creator ends up getting almost killed by the creation in its effort to protect not only the girl that it bonded to, but itself. So it kind of became sentient-ish-esque. I don't know. So it's definitely grounds for a Dune-like battle to eliminate all thinking machines. But go and read Dune. It gets a whole lot more involved in the world building if you read the books. And then you go and watch or read Dune again. Like, oh, okay, all of this stuff happened before Dune, the planet and spice and all of that kind of stuff. It's really wacky world building. At any rate, the movie is directed by Gerard Johnson, who also helmed the first movie. The cast further includes Jen Van Epps, Aristotle Athari, Tim Sharp, Jermaine Clement, and others. I don't know. There's just a lot of people in the movie. So, Megan was released in the United States in 2022. I cannot believe that it was only 2022. It seems like it was a long time ago, like the before times kind of. 2018 is kind of when I expected Megan to be released, but apparently not. The Universal Pictures and Blumhouse Productions movie quickly became a hit. Blumhouse is releasing more horror movies as time goes on now. It's made $181 million at the box office on a $12 million budget. And so this is one of those unicorn style movies. Let's keep going though. The next article is over in the Continuity Report. Sigourney Weaver $79 million mystery thriller surges on Netflix's global charts 30 years later. Sigourney Weaver $79 million mystery thriller movie is streaming, hit 30 years after its release. The Avatar stars, really? The Avatar stars filmography? Sigourney Weaver is more known for Avatar now? All right. Alien stars filmography includes examples of nearly every genre. So this, it says, Weaver received her first on-screen credit way back in 1977. You don't have to say way back in 1977, you shit. Who are you? Dan Zinsky, thank you for making me feel immediately old. So it's over at screenrant.com. Let's see. Sci-fi is arguably her signature genre. What is this movie that they're talking about? So it's a copycat global hit on Netflix. It's in the streamers top 10. 2000 saw Weaver signing up for M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, which I think was a great movie. That was a really fun watch. While in the 2010s, she starred in action thriller Cold Light of Day opposite Henry Cavill, along with The Assignment. In 2022, she worked with legendary director Paul Schrader on the movie Master Gardener. So, it is copycat. So, serial killer movies were all the rage in the 1990s. And Weaver got on the bandwagon with the 1995 Copycat, which is having a moment 30 years later, having surged onto Netflix's top 10. So why did that actually happen? No idea. It's huge in Scandinavia and the UK. Oh, so because of the reach of the internet, and there's no like domestic film viewers, it's not being viewed in movie theaters. So it's basically coming back because more people are getting access to these movies. So Weaver's 30-year-old serial killer movie is getting Netflix views in America, landing at number 10, but it's even more popular in Europe, hitting number 3 in Denmark, number 5 in Finland, Ireland, number 6 in UK, number 8 in Sweden, number 9 in Norway. So it's running the top 10 basically all over the world, but it's not making a big splash in India, the Middle East, South America, though it's number 10 in Japan. So pretty cool. I don't know. I love the idea of being able to watch any movie anywhere at any time. Yay, internet, yay, technology. Boo, greedy bastards. All right, the next article is over in the Continuity Report. Taylor Sheridan's Best Western is actually his 9-year-old heist movie, not Yellowstone. Taylor Sheridan cemented himself in the most influential modern voices of Western genre with Yellowstone, but it's an earlier heist movie that he wrote that is his true Western masterpiece. Sheridan's Yellowstone universe of shows has made him one of the biggest names in television and created a franchise that has come to define Westerns in recent years. But what is this other movie? Colin McCormick put the article together. It's over at screenrant.com. Sheridan's work in Sicario proves that he was far more than just a Western writer. However, one of his best movies showcases the brilliant modern perspective he put on the Western genre. Hell or High Water is the perfect modern Western. Oh yeah. Sheridan uses Western tropes to examine modern America. Hell or High Water, which is a tattoo place in New Orleans, with a great artist there, is a terrific 2016 crime movie that has elements of a heist story, but really works as a modern Western. So the premise alone sounds like one of the classic Western movies that define the genre, dealing with bank robbers and lawmen in the West. However, the movie is set in modern times and draws on very relevant modern issues to reshape the Western genre. Bank robbing brothers are not doing it simply to be outlaws. In fact, Pine's Toby is uneasy about the whole thing compared to Foster's Wilder Tanner. However, they see it as a means of getting enough money to save Toby's home from being foreclosed on by the bank, which is like old school Western. So pretty cool, but let's keep on going. The next, and you can read more about it over at Screen Rant, but they kind of give you the nuts and bolts of it. The next article and the last one for today's Continuity Report is over in WarCrafters. Apple's upcoming series based on Neuromancer is flying under the radar. Neuromancer is one of the most beloved sci-fi stories of all time, and yet Apple's adaptation of the show doesn't seem to be getting any hype at all. It could be too early in the production process for the average fan, but that should be more excitement for a long-anticipated adaptation to hit screens. Finally, After all, Apple has shown that they know what they're doing with science fiction, at least when it comes to television. Yeah, I'm all over this. Tyler Mitchell over at GameRant.com put the article together. Neuromancer could lead to more seasons on Apple TV Plus if successful, to Foundation's series expansion. Apple's proven track record puts Neuromancer's adaptation in trusted hands, but if you get too far in front of it, historically it kind of pitters out and people aren't interested, and so it lands in a tired audience. But William Gibson's Neuromancer is a phenomenon. I mean, people love it. And like Johnny Mnemonic is actually two characters within Neuromancer. They aren't the leads in Neuromancer. And I love Johnny Mnemonic. I wish that they would remake Johnny Mnemonic and give it dive deeper into the lore of William Gibson's Neuromancer and the whole cyberpunk world. I think it would be amazing. Gibson's debut novel quickly became a runaway success that delighted critics and fans alike. It won awards, kickstarted Gibson's career. It followed a hacker named Henry Dorset, Case, or just Case, who gets involved in a massive heist and is so influential in the cyberpunk genre of science fiction that it routinely is considered both the quintessential and archetypal book that essentially all cyberpunk stories have referenced in years since. I agree. I absolutely love it. So the cast for Apple TV's Neuromancer adaptation is stacked. Plenty of familiar faces are involved. I have not actually paid any attention to this. I've just been backing off, not reading anything, not paying attention. When Neuromancer pops up, this is the first article that I have read since the last time we talked about Neuromancer. So let's see. The main character of Case is being played by Callum Turner, perhaps best known as Theseus Scamander in the Fantastic Beast films. Turner has also featured in highly acclaimed series like Masters of Air, War and Peace. The Capture, Joseph Lee of Searching Beef and Materialists fame will be joining him as Hideo, as well as the Tender Bar's Brianna Middleton as Molly. So Case and Molly are the two that are kind of like the two from Neuromancer. Not Neuromancer, from Johnny Mnemonic, which is Jane and Johnny, just Johnny. So perhaps even more importantly is the fact that Graham Rowland is the co-creator and showrunner of the series. Rowland is the co-creator of Amazon's Jack Ryan and crucially is the creator of the criminally underrated AMC series Dark Winds. So yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into the rest of this. Count Zero and Mona Lisa Overdrive are another two in the Thrall trilogy, they say. If Neuromancer performs as well for Apple as Foundation did, and I don't see any reason why not. Foundation, I think, has a harder audience to reach than Neuromancer. Count Zero is awesome. Mona Lisa Overdrive is awesome. Burning Chrome is another one not in the series, but in the world building. But in recent years, Apple has doubled down on their sci-fi offerings, bringing numerous series to their streaming service that is well regarded. Yep, I agree. Silo, Dark Matter, etc. Murderbot is actually a blast. You should go and watch that if you haven't. There's a whole season of it out there now. Fans are excited about Neuromancer finally getting the adaptation it has long deserved. Anyway, they have a typo on the thing. So please don't pull the plug, Apple. But I'm like, I would have loved Murderbot and had followed it as it was being created and talked about if I would have known about it. I didn't know about it. But when I get in front of something and I'm really into it for whatever reason, I act like a cooler and it just kind of wets the bed. Anyway, I don't know if I said the name. Tyler Mitchell over at GameRant.com put the article together. And that's it for today's continuity report. We're going to get out of here and I need to evaluate if I'm going to do WarCrafters, Technology Today, and FourWheelTech. But this is one of the shorter shows for the night. I'm trying to play catch up because I wasn't available on the weekends. Oh no, I think I'll be available this weekend. And so all of the shows will be on time. Anyway, we'll see you maybe later tonight. We'll see. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.